Hello, very good morning and welcome to Athavan newspaper highlights. Today, Thursday, 1st of September 2016. This is Edward Udedas Thavasayampillai with the highlights of today's English newspapers. As usual, we have three newspapers for the highlights: Daily Mirror, Daily News and Ceylon Today. Firstly, let's have a look on the Daily Mirror. The main headline says, Avant-Garde, BC files case against Gota, 7 others. The Bribery Commission yesterday filed a case in Colombo Chief Magistrates Court under the Bribery Act against former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa, Avant-Garde Chairman Nishantha Senadipati and 6 others on charges of corruption. Helmets must be SLS certified. In a bid to reduce the number of head injuries caused in motorcycle accidents, the Consumer Affairs Authority has from today banned the use of helmets that are not SLS certified. With reference to a Gazette notification published in 2015, the CAA made fresh directives to sellers, wholesale and retail the import and distribution of helmets without the SLS 517 certification. Kurunagala War Hero Memorials removed to please TNA. Mahinda Rajapaksa. Government wants people to forget that war heroes helped eradicate LTTE terrorism. Former President Mahinda Rajapaksa yesterday hit out at the government, saying that the demolishing of the War Heroes Memorial in Kurunagala indicated that this government was bent on blotting out the war in Sri Lanka and that war heroes ever existed. Credible domestic inquiry. International community no longer insisting on foreign judges. The United Nations, the European Union, other global agencies and the international community are no longer insisting on a credible domestic inquiry with the participation of foreign judges, Cabinet spokesman and Health Minister Rajitha Senaratne said yesterday. Secondly, let's move to Daily News. The main headline says, Allegations of abduction against Navy officers. Court directs CID to hold proper inquiry. Colombo Additional Magistrate Nishantha Piris yesterday ordered the CID to hold a proper inquiry into the allegations of abductions and extortions committed by the intelligence unit officers of Sri Lanka Navy. He had ordered the CID to arrest the culprits irrespective of their positions and produce them before the court. He made this order when the CID informed that the officials of Colombo Crimes Division, Kotahena Police and Morala Police had neglected their duties by not holding a proper inquiry into the incidents of missing persons. Wickrem would be part of TNA delegation to meet ban. The Foreign Affairs Minister yesterday confirmed that Northern Province Chief Minister C.B. Wickrem would be part of the TNA delegation meeting UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon on Friday. Another highlight says with a picture, Premier welcomes UN Chief. UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon met Prime Minister Ranil Wickrem at Temple Trees last night, soon after their arrival in the island. 4 arrested. Breakthrough in businessman's murder. The Colombo Crimes Division yesterday night arrested 4 suspects on suspicion over the murder of businessman Mohammed Sulaiman, 29. The police suspect that one of the arrested, a resident of Colombo, has had a direct hand in the murder. Also, unconfirmed reports said that a close aide of the slain businessman too has been taken into custody. Another suspect, a resident of Colombo, has had in hand in transporting the businessman's body to Hematagama in Mavanella, sources said. Police brings Saddambola incident under control. 13 police officers were injured when police used tear gas and water cannons to control an unruly group of cricket fans near the Saddambola International Cricket Stadium yesterday evening. Finally, let's move to Ceylon Today. The main headline says, Cost 11.4 billion rupees lost to government. CIA VOC files cases against Gota, 7 others. The Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption filed a case against former Secretary to the Ministry of Defence and Urban Development Gotabaya Rajapaksa and 7 others in the Colombo Magistrates Court yesterday on charges of having granted permission to Avant-Garde Maritime Services to maintain an unlawful floating armoury on the coast of the southern seas of Sri Lanka, operations of which caused a loss of 11.4 billion rupees to the government of Sri Lanka. Charges were also filed filed against chairman of Avantgarde Maritime Services Nishanka Senadipati for having allegedly earned unlawfully an income of 11.4 billion rupees and for maintaining illegally on the southern coastal belt a floating armory. Killing an LTT cadre in his custody, Major given suspended sentence. Colombo High Court Judge Sarojini Kusala Veerawardena yesterday handed down a suspended prison sentence to a former army major, Vimal Wickrem, who was found guilty of non-culpable homicide. He was, however, ordered to pay a sum of 2 million rupees to the aggrieved party. 46 officials accompanied 9 athletes. Sports Secretary on the mat. PM demands explanation. PM Ranil Wickrem has ordered officials to call explanations from the Sports Ministry Secretary for allegedly having downplayed the report on the National Olympics Committee. The PM recently ordered an investigation into the activities of the National Olympic Committee, specially directing officials that the complete report should include NOC activities and operations carried out over the past 5 years. Tajuddin murder case, CCTV report submitted to court. The CID yesterday sealed and handed over to Colombo Additional Magistrate Nishant Piris the special report on the CCTV camera footage pertaining to the Wasim Tajuddin murder case. With that, let's come to an end of today's paper highlights. We will come with more news tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening to Athavan Newspaper Highlights.